Hey GanoExcel, welcome. Finally Friday. We're here for our webinar. If you notice, I'm not in my office today. I'm actually in a hotel room, traveling and meeting with some leaders. I've been to a few states and being safe, wearing my mask and practicing the social distancing. But today is a special event. In that we're coming from really all over the country. We're going to have some wonderful speakers. Brian from Boston, Juan from Miami, and James from very close to the office in California, outside of Corona, right next to Chino. Just imagine that. Imagine that. We're across the US, and it's going to be brought to you by folks who are doing our business and enjoying the benefits of GanoExcel from across the US. We're in the corners of the country, literally, from East Coast to the West, from the North to the South, and this is really going to be a celebration of that. You know, we just hear such terrible news on this pandemic, and just a lot of terrible news that can sometimes be overwhelming. But in addition to the products that we have that obviously promote a healthy lifestyle and promote good health and allow us the opportunity to take care of our families, there's another component, another pillar that is GanoExcel, and that's to socialize, socialization. You know, people are locked in and confined, whether it's a hotel room, your house, what have you. The ability to connect with humans is one of the blessings that we have in GanoExcel. And people think that it has to be done in person. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. It helps, but it isn't entirely true. Because if you look at those folks that I'm talking about, Brian, who's in Boston, and Juan, who's in Miami, I've probably only seen them 3 or 4 times in person. Yet we've created such a bond, such a connection with James. If you were to look at our phone calls or our emails, I promise you, I never use their name. It's usually dude, bro, brother, hey man, something like that. And you know what? It's not that we've played golf together, we go out and have a beer together, because we haven't. We really haven't. It's GanoExcel that we share. It's GanoExcel as a business that has entered into our lives and connected. And you're going to hear them talk about GanoExcel, its future, its current state, and where we're going, especially with new products that are coming out and how they see it, being these young, energetic young lions, I like to call them, the present and the future of GanoExcel. and more importantly, how we can create these bonds and these friendships. And it's truly remarkable what you're about to hear and what you're about to share. Again, being on the road it allows me to experience what you as distributors go to when you visit, when you travel, when you're constantly working, especially in these trying times. And that connects me with you and what you're doing. In the next few days, we're going to release some information specifically on how to earn with our new products. We're also going to announce a new promotion. You know, our current promotion is ending at the end of August. We've also announced the extension or the reopening, the great news of new free shipping. And that's what's really helping you guys, helping us, and keeping us all together. So I really want you to sit back and enjoy this. I'm sorry if it's a little bit not hyper or energetic, but that's what these guys are going to do. They're going to bring it. But going back to connections and why we do things. There's a song by Alicia Keys, If I Ain't Got You, and in it, just to summarize what I'm trying to say and what I'm feeling, she says some people live for the fortune, some people just live for the fame, some people live for the power, some people live just to play the game. She goes on to say, some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all if I ain't got you, baby. If I ain't got you. And that's what I would like you guys to think about today as you hear these speakers. Who is it in your life that you would be singing that to? If you had everything, nothing matters if you do not have that person. And that's what's so amazing. It can be your spouse, it can be your children, it could be your family, your mother, your father, it could be your friends, it could be your organization. You know, when I go out to the East Coast, again, not knowing people, it's when I get there, the connection that I make with distributors and to see how in love you are with our product, that connects, that makes it less lonely, that makes it a joy, that's the reason why we do these things. That's the reason why we work so hard. And I know that you work so hard because we're celebrating. We're celebrating all the gifts and the blessings that Gano Excel has given us and continues to give us. And that's what makes this, it's not a business, it's not a product. It's more than that. It's collectively what we bring to it. It's collectively what we sweat for, what we bleed for, what we pull our hair out for, and ultimately the joy that we get when we help someone. The joy that we get when we hear someone say, my gosh, I cannot go without my Gano Excel product. My goodness, I cannot go. This has impacted my life. And they continue to tell that story and that testimony time and time again. We couldn't possibly craft the testimonies that come from you guys. I like to ask people, what's the best testimony? What's your favorite testimony? What's the testimony that made you just sit back and just smile and feel so good about? Some might make a tear, some might make you laugh, some might just make you feel this sense of peace. But look at what I said. They made you feel. They made you feel a certain way. And that's what's just beautiful and important. So I'm about to turn it over to some wonderful guys. My dudes, my bros, my brothers. And again, imagine, I've only met them a handful of times. But we've shared through text, through Zoom, through those brief encounters, travel on the road. We've shared stories. We've shared stories of our success. Who is it, that person in their life? who is their reason, where they came from. We get real. And that socialization part of Gano Excel and doing this business and being involved in it, it's priceless. You can't replicate that. You can't buy that. You have to earn it. You have to experience it. You have to go through it. So I'm gonna turn it over to Brian, who's gonna do a couple things. One, the kid's carrying the show, and you've heard his story. Born in Colombia, he's a pilot, actually a captain now. He has his own crew. And that kid works and works, gives the most inspirational presentations. Well, he's gonna do two things. He's gonna give the opportunity presentation and he's gonna close. Then we're gonna bring on James Wiggins. You know James. So James is just gonna light it up as usual, talking about fitness and wellness and really how our new products are gonna play into that. And then we're gonna have this young man named Juan from Miami, who just exemplifies the youth, the future, the energy, but he ties it into what we believe and who we are as a company, as a culture, as people, as family. And I just can't wait for you to hear it. So with no further ado, it's finally Friday. Everyone sit back. Love you all. I'm out of here in a few hours. I'm going back home, but we'll see you soon. Love you all. Finally Friday.
Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be with you guys here today. My name is Brian Valencia. I'm 25 years old. I'm a captain for a regional airline called Republic Airways. I've been working with this huge company and this huge community of Gano Excel for the last 2 years. And today, I have a really valued information that I want to give you all. So welcome to this business opportunity information. We're going to talk about a lot of topics that are really important for today's life. We're going to talk about interesting information about how to create a better lifestyle. And today, it doesn't matter how old are you, doesn't matter what profession you have, and doesn't matter what gender you have. Today, the most important thing I want to discuss is we have to start creating a lot of conscience and creating a good lifestyle. And that's why you're here today connected, because you're going to hear a really good opportunity that's going to change a lot the way you think and the way you're going to start achieving your dreams and achieving all your goals. So welcome. And I want to tell you guys, this presentation we're doing right now, the main objective is not to try to convince you or to pressure you. No. My main objective today is to create more conscience of having responsibility, of having diversity on your income. Today, it's not an option, guys. It's not an option of oh, should I create more income? Should I have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D? No, it's not an option. It's a responsibility. It's mandatory. All you guys know what we have been living this 2020. We have lived a lot of changes. A lot of people have noticed that their only source of income has been affected by all this pandemic, about all this changing, virtuality, the age of influence we're living. A lot of stuff have changed today. So the main objective of this is to create a better habits, a better way to have a velocity on the growth on your income and your wealth. So welcome, and I suggest you guys to have a really good area that we're not going to have distractions. We're going to have a really good area where you're not going to have you can have your camera on, please, and put mute on your microphones and really digest all this valued information we're going to give you today. So the first thing I want to talk about today is that we live in a completely different age. We live in an age called age of connectivity. It's an age that doesn't work like the traditional way, that we live a really straight line. And what's that straight line of education we had? It's that we born, we study, we work 20, 30, 40 years, then we retire. All of you know that that's not going to work for everybody. Not a lot of people are going to have a good retirement plan. Not a lot of people are going to have a good 401k. So things have changed. Also, the way companies have elected to distribute a product or a service. The traditional way how people or companies used to do this, an example, Coca-Cola, they have They have a line of products. Those line of products will go out from their factory, and then it will go to a headquarters. Then from headquarters, transportation, they'll do publicity either through social media or through television or through radio. And finally, that product will go to a third party. That's talking about a Walmart, a CVS, a Publix. And finally, it will get to a consumer. What happens with this traditional channel of distribution? The consumer at the end of the cycle will pay an amount of money for that product. But each third party will take a share of what the consumer is paying. So I'm not saying that Coca-Cola, they're poor. No, they just sell in a lot of quantity the products they have. But the way companies have elected to change in this new age of connectivity is that they cancel all the third parties and they just figure out in a better way to connect these services and products. A better way, an effective way to have growth. And what is this way? We call it an effective recommendation. Look, guys, we have seen a lot of companies in the last decades that have used this way to connect. This way to connect the product, this way to connect the service. And we have been in touch with these companies. Like, you all know companies like Amazon. Amazon is a huge virtual platform that connects people that want to sell products through that platform, people that want to buy it. Also, Uber is a company that people have elected. If they need income, they'll just put their vehicles in service, connecting through the virtual platform for people that need a service of public transportation. Also with Airbnb, etc., etc. Look, today these companies have had so much growth in the way they're connected. They're using a lot of what's virtuality, the internet. They're also using something called effective recommendation. If you guys recall, when we use the app of Uber, of Airbnb, the first thing they will let us know is if you recommend this code to your contact list, we'll give you a discount on your personal ride, your next rides or your next services. That is effective recommendation. Guys, we do it all the time. We recommend stuff all the time. Where we buy our food, where we buy our clothes, where are we with our girlfriends, boyfriends, families. We are always recommended. Today I'm going to tell you a company that will pay us to recommend. This company is called GanoXL. GanoXL is a company that it's working in this age of connectivity. This age of connectivity is a really important age that I want you to understand. Look, the traditional way, it's not a good idea to use it nowadays. Why? Because today, the lifestyle we're living, it's a completely different lifestyle 20, 30 years ago. Why could people 20 years ago have 9 family members, 8 family members of kids? My grandma had 12 kids. Now we can't do that because it's just too expensive. And the ways we've been taught in the last decades is that you exchange time for money. And that gives you an active income. What happens with active income, guys? Every single time you exchange time for money, you have a full-time job, 40 hours per week, it's good. But if that income, it's not enough, what do you have to do next? You have to either work a part-time job, do overtime, or work with commissions, selling cars, selling houses. And it's always an effective way that you start growing. Why? Because the more income you have of active income, the less time you will have. What income I want to talk to you about? The smart income. It's called passive income. Passive income does not depend on your time. Example, let's say you have 10 properties in Florida. 10 properties in Florida that you own, and you can be doing whatever you want. You could be traveling, you could be staying in your couch every single month, but you're getting 10 passive incomes from each rent you have your properties. And that's a really good way to have income. But how much capital do we need to have 10 properties? We need a lot of capital, right? So the way I want to tell you this is that the tool we have today with our business, our company, it's called network marketing. Network marketing is an industry, it's a mega tendency that's been used in a lot of companies the last 6 years. A lot of people have even recommended it. Robert Kiyosaki, even Donald Trump recommends this type of tool to create income. And passive income is one of the best ways for you can create quality of life. So as a company, Gano Excel is a really huge company that has more than 8 million consumers and business partners worldwide. It's a company that was born in Malaysia in 1995. It's a company that got here in the United States in the year of 2003. It's a company that has developed a product for more than 33 years of research. We're approved by the FDA. We're approved by DSA. We have all corporate agreements with FedEx, UPS for distribution of the products. It's a solid company. And when we're going to tell you about a business opportunity, we have to have a good background. So we're talking about a company that's going to stay in the States for a long time because it's a company that has a vision. A vision and a mission is to influence and impact thousands of lives through wealth and health. And why about health? Because as a company, we have developed a product for a long time. This product is called the solid extract of Gonorrhea malusium. It's a unique product we have today and day. This product of Gonorrhea malusium, it's known as the mushroom of reishi, reishi. It's really good for your health. It's a mushroom that it's really important for today and day have a better immune system, because the product I'm showing you in the screen, it's a product that we recall it as a supplement. This supplement has more than 154 antioxidants, more than 200 phytonutrients. It's really fundamental for our lifestyle right now, because what the mushroom does is that when we digest the mushroom will start analyzing what problems we have, and then it will start detoxing, cleaning your body, and then it will start regenerating and giving a lot of functions to your cells. And when that happens, we're going to have a better immune system. Today and day, I have had so many testimonials with this product. Like I've had people that have, with their traditional medicine, they use this supplement to have a better immune system. And I've seen people from my family get better with chronic migraine, with arthritis, dermatitis. I've seen a lot of evolutions on people that were sick, and people that were not sick are having a better defense system just to cooperate in today's day lifestyle. And as we know, a pandemic, we just lived a pandemic. It's really important to have a really good background in our health, because will it be a good idea, or it'll be worth to be a millionaire if you don't even have health? Like, it's really important to know that. So as a unique product we have in this company, we have a really solid background. Our background is our founder. Our founder is called Mr. Leon Sun Sin. He's a biologist, scientific. He was the creator of Gonorrhea malusium. He's the founder of this company, and he's a really important person. He has worked with the United Nations Development Center. He works with the Pope in the Vatican. He's a really interested and a unique human that has a really human mission to impact thousands of lives through this huge product that we have. But let's be sincere. If we talk about a mushroom, like, I think you have never heard of a mushroom that's healthy for your body. People don't have the habit of eating mushroom, boiling mushroom. They won't start doing that because it's not a habit on their common lifestyles. But what was the company thinking? An effective way to get this unique product to all the families that need it. So the way they did this was the following. They were able to extract all of the phytonutrients, all the antioxidants from the mushroom, and they combined it of vehicles of high consumption. Like what vehicles, what beverages? We put it in coffee, tea, oatmeal, chocolate, toothpaste, soap, and pills with 4 times more the concentration of the mushroom. We're talking about vehicles, habits that people have on their daily basis. Who that's hearing this right now drinks coffee? A lot of people. If you don't drink coffee, at least you already brushed your teeth once or twice today, or you have had a bath with soap. So we're talking about products that people already know how to use. And these products are really important for achieving a better lifestyle. Like, we're presenting the first gourmet coffee with exolium extract of Gonorrhea malusium that's going to create a lot of wealth in people's health and people's lifestyles. So we're talking about vehicles that literally, guys, are really important today in the industry. Like, just the coffee industry. It's an industry of more than $42.5 million in growth. Coffee is the second beverage more consumed worldwide, and the United States is the first country that are consumers of coffee. So we're talking about a really good opportunity right here, because what Gonorrhea Excel did was that they put a unique product in vehicles that people already know how to take. Guys, we're talking about a really good opportunity idea right now, and in a market that's always in growth. Question: do you think people have stopped drinking coffee in this quarantine or the last 6 months of pandemic we have living? No. Do you think people have created a better conscience of how to have a better immune system or how to have a better nutrition on their life? People have created a lot of habits of that. So we're talking about a really good idea that's impacting thousands of lives. And the way we're working this is that the industry we are today positioning our lifestyle and our business is in a growing industry called the wellness industry. It's also called the $1 trillion industry, where people today are investing a lot of money on nutrition, on dieting, on food, on beverages, and it's a growing industry that will never stop. What are the first things that we're missing when there's a pandemic, a hurricane, stuff like that? We're missing products of food and beverages. They're the first things that people are buying always because we need it on our daily lifestyle. So we're talking about a really quality of industry we're putting here today. And what popular product do we know that people take on a daily basis? Coffee. What are our competitors? We have competition. Our competition is Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, McCafe with McDonald's. And as you know, we're talking about really big franchises that have a lot of income. And they had to create their own unique products of coffee. So we're talking about a really good opportunity right now. And so we're development. Where we're positioning here in the United States is the first gourmet coffee enriched with Gonnery Malusium. A healthy coffee, guys. People need this. People need this to create a better lifestyle. So I want you to understand this. In this company, we have different ways that we can create a really good wealth in the compensation plan we have. So if you're a person that likes to sell products, welcome. The way I always have treated this is that I use effective recommendation on Ghana Excel to the people. Every single time I'm in an Uber, every single time I go to a restaurant, every single time I chat with my friends, I share products with them. I share products so they can know that I'm drinking and I'm supplementing with really good products from a really good company. And then I can just connect them directly to the company so they can have an effective lifestyle with what they're taking today and day. So the way we can work this is that Ghana Excel gives us a really good market. Like the way we can position our company, and we can do it in 10 countries in the Americas, countries like Colombia, Costa Rica, Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, we have Mexico, like etc. We have a lot of good countries that we can create a really good market. So the opportunity here is looking of Ghana Excel puts everything in their hands. They put infrastructure, they put corporate office, they put call centers, they put our back office where we can see how our business is growing 24/7. They put everything. They put the idea, they put all the vehicles of high consumption. What do we put? The willing to create a better lifestyle. And the way we can participate with this company is in a really effective way. The way is through franchises. What we do is that we buy a franchise that are called executive packages. These executive packages are 3 of them. Executive package 1, 2, and 3. They have a different value, and the only difference between them, besides of the value, is the volume of products and the commission we can start getting with their compensation plan. So what do we do with these products? We can either sell them or we can just consume them to have a better recommendation, because I imagine you won't recommend something that you're not really taking and seeing an improvement in your lifestyle. So the way we do this is that we just consume them, we share them, and you get education through all the education system we have with Ghana Excel. So when we participate with one of these franchise, the way we do this is that we get opened or we get directly compensated by the 12 ways of income Ghana Excel offers us and their wealth compensation plan. These 12 ways are divided in 3 stages. We have immediate income, we have midterm income, and long-term income. What we're doing here is that the first steps of you creating a really good business opportunity is creating teams of work. Like, guys, every single business opportunity idea, every single business in the entire world works with people. every single thing. Like an example, I have a restaurant. The day I opened my restaurant back in 2017, the first thing I had to do was do publicity, call my friends, tell them to call their friends so they can come here and eat at my restaurant, right? So the way we start doing is that we start connecting lifestyles of people to our company. An example, the two first people I invited to this company was my girlfriend and my best friend. My girlfriend, because she was having health issues, so I knew she needed the product. When I showed her the opportunity, she liked it, and she started working with me 2 years ago. And the other person was my best friend because he recently got fired from his job, so he needed income. So the way we start working is that we connect the opportunity to what people need today and day, either time, either money, or either health. And if you know, people always need this. So when we start creating this factor recommendation, Gano Excel pays us, depending of the executive package we have, between $25 to $150. But I'm not going to explain you today the 12 ways of income. I'm going to explain to you the most important way to create income with Gano Excel and why I do this. So Gano Excel gives us something called binary commission by doing auto ship. So when we're talking about vehicles of high consumption, we're talking about vehicles that people already have a habit. Example, in your house, when you ran out of toilet paper or eggs or milk, I imagine you just go and buy more. You don't wait until Walmart or CVS calls you like, yo, are you going to come and buy your toilet paper? No, because our vehicles already know how to use on a daily basis. So what happens with these vehicles? We're talking about coffee. A delicious, healthy coffee that when people ran out, they're just going to buy more. So what this Gano Excel tells us, that in the consumptions of coffee in the United States, the average is 3 to 4 cups of coffee per day. Knowing how much cups of coffee we can get from a box in Gano Excel, that's an average of 3 to 4 boxes a month. So the minimum of affiliate needs to be active on their business is by a monthly basis, have their code minimum of 50 PV. 50 PV can be 3 boxes of coffee, 1 pills of Garnier Lucien with 1 soap, or 1 pills with 1 coffee box, whatever you need. So you can be active month through month. These products you're buying every month are products for your personal consumption, products that you need so you can start taking them and develop a better health. So in this projection I'm going to show you what's going to happen when the normal average 3 to 4 boxes of coffee that people are buying every month, how much passive income we're going to be creating. So when we have our first 2 business partners doing this type of auto ship every month, you're going to have $13 of passive income. So you can tell me, Brian, but $13 is not a lot of money. I know that, but it's passive income. My question 2 years ago was, if I stop everything I'm doing right now, if I stop working right now, what is my income? Nothing, because all my income is active. So I knew that I had to change the way I was doing every single effort of my life. What happens when your team comes around of 10 and 10 people every month doing their auto ship? You're going to have a residual income of $139. What's going to happen in 6 to 8 months is going to be $100 and $100, and the residual income of $1,394. What's going to happen when it's $1,000? We're going to have a residual income of almost $14,000. Today, the decision you have to make is ask yourself, do you want the same results year through year, or you want to start developing a better lifestyle? Thank you for hearing me out. This was the information I had to give you, and please decide, make a really good decision of how to have a better quality of life. Thank you.
Last to the 5. Whew. Oh man, done. What's going on, Gano Excel? How you guys doing? Man, you caught me here at my home gym. I know it's finally Friday, and I am excited, but we can't go have happy hour because of this stupid COVID. But anyway, guys, I want to just, spend a little time with you today here on this Finally Friday episode and just really talk about where Gano Excel is going. When I came back to Gano Excel, and you guys know I'm Gano Excel, I love Gano Excel, I'm all about the products, But we know we're in a time right now where wellness, where fitness, where nutrition is mandatory. I mean, that's a whole big market that we're missing at Gano Excel. And again, there's enough coffee drinkers in the world. There's enough sick people in the world. But at the end of the day, Gano Excel has some new stuff that we know about that's launching. That's not only going to hydrate, but it's going to help you physically. It's going to help you when you're working out, when you're going through those tough days and you're trying to get your push and you're trying to keep going. The balance and the wellness is going to launch here at Gano Excel, and I'm so excited about that aspect because being in nutrition for many years, being in fitness for many years, I miss that. I miss that excitement of working out. I miss that excitement of camaraderie and everybody coming together and we're working together. And one thing I want to share with you too, and this is going to be so exciting, myself and Mr. Positive are talking about the Gano boot camps. So we're going to be launching the Gano boot camp here in Corona, California. So anybody in Corona, California area wants to get involved, look me up. We would love to have all of you out there, me out there, the whole Gano Nation out there, because it's one team and one dream. And we got a professional fitness trainer that's going to be training us and getting us there to where we need to be in terms of our weight loss, in terms of our physical aspects, in terms of just getting started and working out and getting that piece back in our lives. Because at the end of the day, guys, when you feel good, you absolutely do good. And when you do good, all the things that we want to accomplish here at Gano Excel can start to happen. But more importantly, and I'm speaking for myself, being in this industry, being in nutrition, being in the space that it's all about my products. It's all about me sharing what we have here. The first thing that people look at is you. The first thing they look at is you. When you're telling them how amazing your products are and what your products are doing for you, they're going to look at you because we are products of our products. And it's very important, being a product of your product, we have to take on that new aspect of what Gano Excel is about to bring to the table. So we're about to bring fitness. We're about to bring nutrition. We're about to bring wellness and balance to a company that is already helping so many people that are hurting health-wise. So now it's not all about going out looking for people with health issues. How about the millions of people that work out every day? How about the millions of people that want to look good every day? How about the millions of people that's not going to wait to get sick to go and work out, go and do what they need to do to keep the number one asset that they have, which is your body. Listen, that is your number one asset. When your body's gone, the money you're chasing don't matter. The team you have don't matter. I hate to say it, your husband don't matter. Your wife don't matter. Your kids don't matter. None of that matters when your health is gone. Why? Because without health, there is absolutely nothing. And I salute the Gano Excel corporate office for stepping out. I mean, we've been doing phenomenal all these years with coffee and tea and these hot beverages. But Gano Excel has said, you know what? It's time to be time to compete in this marketplace. It's time to really dent a market that we actually, and to be completely honest, cannot touch. And that is the true fitness wellness people out there. And with these products, I'm going to tell you right now, the United States of America, with these products, we are going to tap a market that Gano Excel never would have believed they could have tapped. So I got to get back to my workout. Guys, thank you for tuning in to Finally Friday. There's some amazing speakers that's going to be present here.
Good afternoon, Team Gano Excel. My name is Juan Jose Parra. I am from Medellin, Colombia, and I am 24 years old. Now I live in Miami, Florida, and I have been doing Gano Excel for about a year now. Gano Excel has been one of the best decisions I have ever made. And why is this? Because it was the opportunity I was looking for a while now. And now let me tell you a little bit about my background and why do I say that this was the opportunity I was looking for. As I said before, I was born and raised in Medellin, Colombia, but back in 2013, so around like 7 years ago, I moved here to the United States. Thank God, because my mom was looking for a better opportunity for my siblings and me. But also in 2013, when I moved here, guess what? I was not a kid anymore. So I had to start paying for my own stuff, my bills, help out at home, etc. So I started to work in countless jobs, everything and everywhere you could think of. I was a handyman, I washed cars, I was a server, I worked in construction building roads, I've worked in sales, and I could go on and on. But that's not the case because we would be here for hours. And I don't want to keep you here for so long. Working all these jobs, I knew that I wasn't meant for that. I wasn't meant to have a boss, and without diminishing any job, I wasn't meant to live an average life. So I started to look for other ways to make money on the internet. And thanks to a friend of mine around like in 2014, I found Robert Kiyosaki. And guess what book I read from him? Yeah, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And literally, that book changed my life. That pretty much labeled, defined, and explained all my thoughts about not working these types of jobs and generating other sources of income, and working smarter, not harder. That was literally the main concept that I learned, to work smarter and not harder. So after I switched from an employee to an entrepreneurial mindset, I started to look for ways to make money that didn't involve having a boss or a schedule. I hate having schedules, to be honest. I learned to have an agenda, but my agenda, not a schedule set for somebody else according to their priorities. No, now I set my agenda according to my priorities. So, based on this, I started looking into investing and trading stocks, into the market, how to do real estate, how to create my own business, and network marketing as well. Now, let me tell you this. Today, I invest in the stock market. I have studied how to do real estate, how to create my own business as well, and I have done network marketing before as well. Now, out of all of those, Gano Excel is by far the best project I have ever been in, for many reasons, like its potential, its mission, but we can talk about that later. Now, me, as a Latino young entrepreneur, I want to share with you who are watching this that entrepreneurship is the best way to unlock our full potential. As we say in Colombia, nosotros los latinos tenemos berraquera, which means we have passion for what we do. We have courage, character, and we are capable of achieving great things. And as a young adult, I couldn't tell you more and suggest you to start building your own future with your own hands and sweat. In times like this of uncertainty, we now more than ever get to understand why we cannot depend on just one source of income or a job. We need, as young people, to start building our own retirement plan, because as you have seen, we cannot depend on the government or anybody else, just on yourself. One of the best ways to start doing this is by having an entrepreneurial mindset and start taking risks. You know, in today's society, they teach us in school and everywhere else to look for a stability. Look for a stability, to avoid risks. Risks are bad, failure, to be afraid of risks. But let me tell you this, and this goes for anybody and everybody, no matter your age. But I want to focus on all the young people out there. Guess what? You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. If you risk it, you have nothing to lose. So I encourage you to take risks. Guess what? You, or most of you, don't have kids or a wife to take care of. So literally, you have nothing to lose. If you win, you win. Great for you. But if you lose, guess what? You learn. If you win, you win. And if you lose, you learn. So, guess what? The thing is, I have always liked to live good, to eat good, to travel, have fun, experience what's out there. I love experiencing new stuff, new cultures, and all of this costs money for the most part. And I realized that only working at a regular job was not going to pay for all of that, and at the same time give me a good retirement. So also, I love to spend time with my family, with my loved ones. A lot, actually, a lot. I love it. It's the people who support you the most. It's the people that have supported me while being an entrepreneur, while doing all this crazy stuff, taking risks. My family has always been there for me. So I love spending time with them. And the thing is, ever since ever since I started to get more mature and stuff, I always have had clear that I want to have a family. I want to build and create a family, and I want to be there for them. Whenever I have kids, I want to be able to be there, watch them grow, and just be there for my wife and with my wife, to spend time with her and my little ones, to enjoy them. So I learned, and thank God I realized this soon enough, that by being an employee, I was going always to be enslaved, always, and not being able to have time for my family and my loved ones. Because as an employee, I would be always trading my time for money, and that formula doesn't work for me, because my time is my most precious asset, and I want to give that asset, I want to share it with the people that earn it, the people that deserve it, which is my family, my loved ones, in the future my wife and my kids. So with network marketing, I found myself being able to create a source of income that helps me build a retirement plan, pay for my lifestyle, traveling, experiencing new stuff, and still have time for my loved ones, which is my favorite part. So here in Gano Excel, there is so much potential for everyone, no matter your age, regardless of your situation. But I want to focus on this. If you are young, like 17 and up, oh my gosh, you got a gold mine here. Let me tell you that. Why? Because just in the East Coast itself, there's everything. We have everything to be done here for years to come. and not to mention in the rest of the US. Okay? So we have a whole market to conquer and to profit of. All of this means money, knowledge, and guess what? More spare time for you and for me. So a lot of people in this organization, in Gano Excel, I want to let you know, to all my team and all my Gano Excel associates, to remember that young people like me, all right, under your organization means years and years of building an empire. So I encourage you all to spread this blessing of an opportunity to young people, not only to help them, to awaken them, to spread this beauty of entrepreneurship, but to secure many more years of an empire construction for you. To finish, I'd like to tell you this. It's something that when I heard it, I think it was exactly from Robert Kiyosaki, if I'm not mistaken. The best way to predict your future is to create it. If you create your own future, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to predict. There's nothing to change. You already created it. You're creating your future. So I encourage you to do it. I encourage you to start taking the correct decisions, to start taking risks, to learn, because if you don't take risks, there's no way to learn, So I wish you all an amazing Friday, and God bless you all. Have a good one.
Madness is to think that if you want different results, that you want a better lifestyle, they want to have financial freedom, but if your daily basis are the same, we have something incorrect here. That's why we're inviting you today. My life for the last 2 years have grown in a lot of different ways. Not only the income, it's also here, my mentality. The Brian that was thinking, or I was developing 2 years ago, was a Brian that had a lot of good results in my profession as a pilot. But when I started understanding that United States, and I'm really grateful of this country, I love this country, and every single day I'm blessed to just be in this country, building my life and creating a really good environment for my family. But something I had to create conscious was the following thing. United States is an awesome country. You can have a really good wealth here, but it's a country that if you do not make really good decisions about how to control or how to have smart income, you're going to be a slave your entire time. Why? I remember when I first bought my house when I was 21 years old, I got my car, I started getting credit cards. Guys, it's a life you're always going to be in debt. It's a life that you're always going to be owing, and it's a life that you're always going to be with either a mortgage, or you're either going to be owing your car that's financed for 5 years. And it's really crazy how lifestyle works here. And I'm not being grateful. I'm really grateful, but I had to take really wise decision of me as a young person of this new generation we're living, how I can create a better lifestyle and not be working when I'm 40, 50, 60 years old, and then I'm going to find out that my 401k is not enough, and I'm just going to be ending up working in a Walmart. So the way that I looked at this company when it got to me was the following. A friend called me 2 years ago. He was like, yo, Brian, I really want to show you a business opportunity. I was like, cool, man, like, talk to me about it. No, not through phone, and we'll do it in person. And I was like, okay, but tell me a little bit about it. He didn't want to mention nothing. But when he finally told me about it in person, there was a lot of stuff I didn't understand. Why? Because I didn't have a lot of education about network marketing or about passive income, nothing of that. So the way I looked at this when he showed me the company was that there's a huge company called Gano Excel. A company that's big in Asia, big in Europe, and here in the United States has had a lot of growth, but we're still doing baby steps of all the development we're going to have in the next 10 and 15 years. So when he showed me this huge opportunity, this huge company that has a really good mission to impact thousands of lives, I really had a lot of doubts about the coffee because I was not a coffee drinker, but I knew coffee was a huge vehicle and an essential product in the market. So that was one of the factors. Second, that they were telling me that there were a company that was giving me all the tools I needed: infrastructure, education system of distribution. They gave me the call center, corporate office. They gave me the idea. And what did I have to put? The will to just change my life. When I understood that, as a person that wanted to start creating businesses, I knew that I had a really good leverage here because I'm using everything that Gano Excel has developed to create a business for me and my family. So when I put those factors of coffee and the idea of working side by side with this huge company in America, I knew that I had a lot to do here. So I started the project. It's been 2 years that it's been a challenge for my life because with Gano Excel, you start creating so many well habits that you start detecting what bad decisions you are making on your daily basis. Not only the income, it's also the mentality, it's also the way you start looking at stuff, the human you start becoming, the person that you start thinking. Like before, I used to envy a single thing that I didn't like. I'll just be really dramatic. I'll create bad energies. And with this education system, we have this company. Today and day, I can say I'm a complete different person. I'm a person that today, at my 25 years old, I have several ways of income. I have creative capital with Gano Excel that I have invested in a lot of other companies. And I've created my own ideas, restaurants, from dessert companies. And I'm a person that I'm completely passionate about this company and the way I've elected to do this. Because today, I don't have an option to just say, okay, let's see what's going to happen in the future with me. Let's see if I can do another business or side job in the future. No, it's not an option, guys. Today, it's an obligation. It's mandatory for you to create a lifestyle that will create you liberty, that you can just make decisions whenever you want, that if you want to travel an entire month, you will do it. You don't have to be depending on how many hours I have to work a week, how many hours I have to work a month. No. The way we have to look at this is that we have to grab Gano Excel from on our hands, and we have to work side by side to get to financial freedom. What is financial freedom? Financial freedom is that you have more passive income than all your outcome. When I asked myself that question 2 years ago, with really good income being a pilot, my answer was no. I owe and I have debts for more than 10, 15, 30 years. I have to create something more intelligent that will change this. Today, as young people, and if I have young people hearing me right now, the message is the following. Today, we have to change the way we think. We have to change the way we grow. We have to change the way we start looking to the future. We can't be thinking as employees. We have to think that we're selves. Life is only one. And the more secure thing we have today and day is when death is going to come. And the day we have to just say bye-bye to this country, to this world. And the day that comes, we don't know what's going to happen. It could be tonight, in 2 years, in 10 years, in 20, and 30. But the day that comes, we have to have a lifestyle that we created, and we had to have a lifestyle that we accomplished a lot of dreams, a lifestyle that we went to all the countries we want. And the way we can do this is working side by side with a company like Gano Excel to create passive income, capital in our lives, to create a lifestyle of accomplishing a lot of goals. It's been 2 years where I've created so many good habits, discipline in my life, and today I'm just a person that I'm still an employee with my airline. I love flying, I love my company, I love my airline, but I'm not thinking about how many hours I have to make to pay all my debts, how many hours I have to fly to just be not be stressed out about it. I'm just flying because I love it. I love flying. I just do it because of my passion. Where do I get my income? With Gano Excel. That's the company that today I'm putting all my effort just to create better lifestyle in people. Because you know what, guys? Gano Excel pays us to just sit down with your friends and share a cup of coffee. We do that in a normal basis. We do that all the time. And every single time you talk with your friends, you talk with your families, you're always going to mention something. 99%. Oh, is that I don't have enough income. Oh, is that I'm having problems with my health. Oh, is that I just don't like my boss. Oh, is that I'm not making enough money. we have the solution for them. We have a huge opportunity. So today is a day that you have to make a decision for your life, and make a decision grabbing and hugging your dreams. Don't hug your fear. Yeah, you're gonna have a little bit of fear of starting a new project like this. I hadn't, but it was because my subconscious was telling me, yo, there's something really interesting in that opportunity, and you're gonna start changing your lifestyle. So today is the day you're gonna make a really, really good decision to change your life. Thank you all for hearing me. I hope you guys have a really good afternoon.